Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got a couple of stories I want to talk to you about today, but I am encouraging you beforehand to either grow your own food or team up with somebody who has land or space that you can use to grow food because it is about to get real out here. This story that I have today, the first one is from TechCrunch, and it is about a product called Apeel or Apeel. And the purpose of this product, I don't know if you've been hearing about it, but it is a coating that you put on fruit and vegetables to keep them from spoiling. And it's not like the other stuff, it's not like wax that they put on fruit to preserve it or vegetables, and you can kind of soak it in some baking soda or get some product from the store and clean it. This stuff is synthetic. It's a biotech product, and basically you can't wash it off. So it's already been approved by the FDA to use. It's been deemed safe, but um, the computer guy who knows all things was a backer of this product early on. And so I'm going to share with you two different pieces that discuss it. But I just want to let you know that when you go online to try to look this up, all the fact checking organizations, the same ones that told you the lollipop was good, are saying this stuff is good. So beware of these fact checking organizations. Understand that, you know, the government has sold us out basically. So if you trust in the FDA and the USDA, may God take a liking to your soul because you are in danger. If you don't know how to source your food locally, you are going to have a real problem in the future. Hopefully, again, the Most High will deliver us from this evil. But in the event that He doesn't, and we are still here having to endure a little while longer, we need to prepare and understand what's coming. So we can't live without food, water, and shelter. And food is essential that we need to really be concerned about. So let's get into this story. Apeel, or I'm going to say Apeel, bites into another 250 million funding round at a $2 billion valuation to accelerate fresh food supply chains. And so again, this came from TechCrunch. It's a biotech and health section. And this article actually is from 2021. And the reason that I'm talking about it now is because this product has been approved by FDA and is getting ready to be used on the food in the store with or without your permission. Okay, so Apeel Sciences, a food system innovation company, is out to prevent food produced globally from ending up in the landfill, especially as pressures from the global pandemic affect the food supply chain. The company just added $250 million in Series E funding, giving it a valuation of $2 billion to speed up the availability of its longer lasting produce in the US, where approximately 40% of food is wasted, the UK and Europe. So see, they're already tying this to sustainability, to saving corporations money. So you're just basically going to be buying rotten food now and not knowing it. This coating is going to preserve the food, but who knows what it's going to do to your body because that hasn't been tested or discussed. Existing investor Temasek led the round and was joined by a group of new and existing investors, including Murray Asset Global Investments, GIC Viking Global Investments, Disruptive, Andreessen Horowitz, Tenier Capital, Sweetwater Private Equity, Teo Capital Partners, K3 Ventures, David Barber of Almanac Insights, Michael Ovitz of Creative Artist Agency, and Wojcicki and of 23andMe, that's the DNA people, and Susan Wojcicki, I don't know how to pronounce this name, Wojcicki of YouTube, and Katy Perry. With the new funding, Apeel has now raised over $635 million since the company was founded in 2012. Prior to this round, the company brought in $250 million in Series D funding in May 2020. Notice this also came out during the time. So, you know, everybody's got plans. Everybody's so creative. And here's a story in this story, and I'll put this entire link in the description about Oprah and Katy Perry investing in this company. So, Santa Barbara-based Apeel developed a plant-based layer for the surface of fruits and vegetables that is tasteless and odorless, and that keeps moisture in while letting oxygen out. It is those two factors in particular that led to grocery produce lasting twice as long, James Rogers, CEO of Apeel, told TechCrunch. Apeel installs its application at the supplier facilities where the produce is packed in boxes. In addition to that technology, the company acquired Impact Vision earlier this year to add another layer of quality by integrating imaging systems on individual pieces as they move through the supply chain to optimize routing so more produce that is grown is eaten. So you're going to be eating this coating, is going to be in your body. We don't know how it is going to harm you. And your food is going to be looking pretty in the store all the time. You will not know how old it is. 1 in 9 people are going hungry, and if 3 in 9 pieces of produce are being thrown away, we can be better stewards of food we are throwing away, Roger said. This is a solvable problem. We just have to get the pieces to the right place at the right time. So instead of feeding the hungry people, they would like to make a profit off the people who can buy the food by preserving it longer. So they're really not going to help the people. You see how they just double talk? This is double speak. So, yeah, they're going to tell you 1 in 9 people are hungry, but they're not going to do anything to help the hungry people. They're going to focus on the people who have the ability to pay. They're going to put this stuff on this food, put it in the grocery store, and hope you don't read anything like this and you'll be none the wiser. You'll just be eating bad food that has been modified genetically. We don't even know how this stuff is going to impact the food. So again, if you are not trying to grow your own food, you are going to be ill in the future. They're doing too much stuff to food, to meat and vegetables. So they're injecting the lollipop in the poultry, in the pork, and in the beef. And then they are genetically modifying the vegetables and fruit. So how are you going to survive or be well and healthy, able to fight spiritually, cognitively, physically, when you're likely going to be ill? So this is just another thing that you have to navigate, people. The company is not alone in tackling food waste. For example, Shelf Engine, Imperfect Foods, Mori, and Food Solutions are all working to improve the food supply chain and have attracted venture dollars to go after that mission. Prior to the amount of food people were eating was growing each year. But that trend is reversed because we are not at home eating and depressed and stuck in our house. We are back in these streets. We are outside and we are not consuming like we used to. So now the stuff that they produce and sell in the store is going bad quicker. And I don't know if you've noticed, but when you go to the store, a lot of times, depending on what stores you shop at, the vegetables are already rotten and they just put them out. The the fruit are bad, especially the ones that are coming from overseas. So it's just now they're trying to find a new way to make a dollar off of us. Consumers are more aware of the food they eat. They are shopping less frequently, buying more per visit, and more online. At the same time, grocery stores are trying to sort through all of that. We can't create these supply networks alone. We do it in concert with supply and retail partners, he said. Grocery stores are looking at the way shoppers want to buy things while we look at how to partner to empower the supply chain. What started with longer lasting fruits and vegetables is becoming how we provide information to empower them to do it without adding to food waste. So they don't care about health. They don't care. Nobody asks us if we want this stuff on our food. All they care about is food waste, which equates to them saving money because they're not going to feed anybody for free. They don't want to give anybody anything. And so their goal is before I throw it away and before I give it away, I will code it and sell it to people who have money to buy it. Since 2019, Apeel has prevented 42 million pieces of fruit from going to waste at retail locations. Oh, geez, we already eating this stuff. That includes up to 50% reduction in avocado food waste with corresponding sales growth. Those 42 million pieces of saved fruit also helped conserve nearly 4.7 billion liters of water, Rogers said. Meanwhile, over the past year, Apeel has amassed a presence in 8 countries, operating 30 supply networks and distributing produce in 40 retail partners, which then goes out to tens of thousands of stores around the world. So we already eating this stuff anyway. Oh God, I'm so sick now. Okay. The new funding will accelerate the rollout of those systems as well as co-create another 10 supply networks with retail and supply partnerships by the end of the year. Again, this was in 2021, I think. Yes, 2021. Okay. Um, Thomas Parks. Oh, I'm sorry. Rogers also expects to use the funding to advance Apeel's data and insights offerings and future acquisitions. So there comes the data piece. So they're going to use this data on where they put this stuff and how we consume it or purchase it and use that data to do more development. Thomas Park, president and head of the alternative investments at Murray Asset Global Investments, said his firm has been investing in environmental, social, and governance related companies for a while, targeting companies that make a huge impact globally and in a way that is easy for us to understand. The firm, which is a part of Murray Asset Financial Group, often partners with other investors on venture rounds, and in Apeel's case with Temasek. It also invested in Temasek in Impossible Foods, leading its Series F round last year. When we saw them double down on their investment, it gave us confidence to invest in Apeel and an opportunity to do so, Park said. Food waste is a global problem, and after listening to James, we definitely feel like Apeel is the next wave of how to attack these huge problems in an impactful way. All right, so as you can see, this stuff is already in stores. We are already eating it, which is all the more reason to hurry up and get outside and start your garden. Um, the less you can buy from the store, the less you consume from, big box retailers and big stores, the better. We all should do a better job of sourcing our food and eating healthier. It's the reason why we have a lot of health issues in our community. One, because we are poorer than a lot of other groups. And so we don't have the money to go out and buy organic stuff. And even if you're buying organic, who's to say it's better? Because Whole Foods sells a whole bunch of stuff that's not organic or healthy or whole for that matter. And a lot of their stuff is farm raised. It's not wild caught. It's grown in mass production. So it's not always grown in the best way. And because the FDA and the USDA allows these corporations to get away with telling half truths about what's organic and what's not, we don't know what's good and what is not good anymore. So again, even if you're trying to eat healthy and you're buying vegetables, or you're vegan or you're vegetarian, it doesn't matter because they are putting stuff on the food that still can make you sick, that still is not healthy for you, that still can cause internal issues, creating inflammation in our bodies because the stuff is not natural. These people are playing God, and that's the best way to describe it. So I want to share something else from you from Dr. Mercola. And I've shared a couple of pieces from him before, but he did a piece that came to my email this morning. And it is about the synthetic coating. And he ties it to the computer guy who knows all things. So there's a video, and I'll see if I can put this link in the description as well. But even if I can't put this entire article in there, I will put a link to this video for Apeel. All right, so story at a glance. I'm going to read this directly from Dr. Mercola. It says Apeel is a plant-based protective coating that, quote, unquote, helps the produce you love stay fresh for longer. It retains moisture within the produce and keeps oxygen out, thereby slowing the spoilage rate. Apeel Sciences was founded with a $100,000 grant from the Bill and Melinda Computer Guy Who Knows All Things Foundation. Other investors include the Rockefeller Foundation, ears should be perked up, the World Bank Group, ears should be perked up, and Wojcicki, co-founder and the CEO of the personal genomics company 23andMe, and Susan Wojcicki, former CEO of YouTube. Apeel Sciences founder James Rogers, PhD, is an agenda contributor to WEF. He's hailed COVID lockdowns as a model for future action on climate change. In other words, climate lockdowns. Rogers is a WEF Young Global Leader. And so that is also something that you should be paying close attention to, because these young global leaders end up becoming really not so good people when you figure it out. But by then it's too late. The first Black president was a young global leader. Justin Trudeau is a young global leader. Our current transportation secretary is a young global leader. These people have agendas, and this is how they get all up and through everything and end up harming us. Avocados, cucumbers, lemons, and limes, mandarins, oranges, organic apples, grapefruit, and mangoes are listed as produce that are currently being treated with this coating. Apeel treated produce can be identified by looking for the Apeel protected produce sticker. So if you see this little green sticker, and it's in that video in this particular piece, don't buy it. I don't think I've ever seen it, and I don't know where they sell this product, because I don't know if this produce is more expensive once this coating is used. So I don't know if they sell it at upper middle class stores like Trader Joe's and Publix and Whole Foods and those types of stores, or if they sell it anywhere, anybody can buy it. So I don't know, but it's something to look for if that's one way to identify. But I wouldn't trust that all of the producers are going to use this sticker. The coating, which cannot be washed off, likely contains toxic contaminants, including heavy metals and carcinogens, as well as trans fats and potentially harmful linoleic acid. Do you know what Apeel is? In an April 24th, 2023 Twitter thread, Alexis Baden-Mayer, political director at the Organics Consumer Association, lists the many patents associated with this mysterious synthetic coating, which is even approved for use on produce certified as USDA organic. So that means if you are buying organic produce, it can be used on your food, which means it's not organic anymore. According to Apeel Sciences' website, Apeel is a plant-based protective coating that helps the produce you love stay fresh for longer. It retains moisture within the produce and keeps oxygen out, thereby slowing the spoilage rate. Avocados, cucumbers, lemons, limes, mandarins, oranges, organic apples, grapefruit, and mangoes are listed as the produce that are currently being treated with this coating. Apeel treated produce can be found in several large grocery chains in the U.S., including Walmart, Costco, Kroger, Trader Joe's, Harps Foods, and many others, as well as stores in Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, and Canada. As of October 2020, the company had also received regulatory approval in Kenya, Uganda, Costa Rica, Colombia, Ecuador, and Ecuador. Apeel treated produce can be identified by looking for the following produce stickers. So these are the stickers, and I'm not going to read anymore, but I just want to give you a heads up that this is out there. You all need to be paying attention to the stuff that you consume from the store, since this stuff is already out and it's been out. We've already probably been eating it. And again, because it can be used on organics, there's no guarantee that if you buy anything organic, it is going to be safe. So, just something else that we have to navigate, y'all. Again, if you can go outside, get you some seeds and grow your own stuff. Buy you some fruit trees that are about ready to start blooming and plant them yourself. Do what you can do to try to maintain your health, because the entire goal of this system is not to be sustainable. It is to just make us sick and basically kill us. You're not going to have healthy food. You're not going to have clean water. You're not going to be able to eat healthy flesh unless you produce it yourself, or you are in a network of people who can grow and produce, and y'all barter and share and exchange stuff. So you need to be positioning yourself now while you still have the freedom to purchase things and do stuff without the scrutiny of Big Brother. And understand that things are not going to get better. These people are trying to save money and make money, and whoever controls the food and water will control the people. So, in order for you not to be controlled, you must be able to control your food and your water. So, y'all do what you can to, be self-sufficient as possible. Try to network with people. I'm trying to go outside and clean the weeds out of my garden because I'm trying to do organic. And I'm just going to tell y'all, this is it's hard. If you work a garden with or without chemicals, and I'm trying to do mine without chemicals, do it naturally, it is difficult. It is difficult, let me tell you. But I'm doing it. I got stuff growing. I'm a little ashamed right now because my little garden a little raggedy. I got to go clean it out. I should take a picture though to just show y'all all the weeds and things. But as long as the food is growing, I don't really care. I'm proud of the little stuff that is growing, and I'm going to continue my journey, and I will talk about it and take some pictures and show y'all. But it is it's difficult growing food. You have to have the time for it. You have to have a desire for it. And I understand what's coming. So I'm adamant about making sure I do it, even if everything doesn't grow, even if it doesn't come out right. Something is better than nothing at all. And if you start now, when things collapse, you will have seeds already growing. You will have something that you can go pull up and eat and share if you need to. But if you are waiting around until things get bad, it takes months for food to grow and to cultivate it and to fertilize it and love on it. So you can't just think, I'm going to just grow some stuff in 30 days. It might not work like that. Your seeds might not be good. The weather might be messed up. Your soil might be bad. I don't know. Things happen. So start practicing now. If you don't have land, find somebody who ain't doing nothing with their backyard or front yard or the side of their house and ask, can you work with them and share the food? Go in together on seeds and fertilizer and all the things that you need, but start today because the food is only going to be more contaminated. All right, please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my Odyssey channel in the event this channel goes down. Also, please, 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 please continue to pray, continue to prep, continue to repent, seek the Most High, ask Messiah to find it so that you're able to leave here when it's time to go, because these people are wicked and I don't know how we're going to navigate all this evil and this control. That's not what the Most High wants for us. And we're not supposed to live like this. So what we need to do is change our mindsets, come out of this system and try to live free as we can, as hostages in a domestic violence situation. All right, y'all, this is Marley K. I got to go outside and pull some weeds. So y'all take care. Get y'all some seeds. Get outside. Grow your own food. Read these articles and understand what is coming. This is your future. And if you don't do anything to prevent it, it will be